Crazy week within the crypto market. What's up, everybody? So what we have is a so-called meme season. We have all the useless tokens doing crazy gains, and then we have the quality tokens showing a lot of redness. And you can see over here we've had quite a big, not a crazy pullback, but yes, a decent pullback within the altcoins, as well as Bitcoin forming a few red candles within the last 24 hours. But we got to speak about a lot. We got to speak about what's happening with PEPE. Is it still a buy? Should we fall in with the current run that's happening? Because it kind of feels like one thing. It feels like the market is bored. You know, it's bored. The crypto is not moving. Bitcoin's not moving. All the quality altcoins not doing anything. So let's run the meme coins and let's make money. Now, it's very important, guys. I'm here to help you guys. I said that the PEPE, I said, take profits. And yes, it exploded a lot more. Of course it did. But how much has it pulled back? It's pulled back quite a bit. And that's what you got to be very aware of, that this stuff is just, it's literally just memes, guys. And it's just FOMO at its finest. You're seeing the crypto emotion on steroids, and you're going to see a lot of this within the bull market. So this is great experience. Remember, anything with these things, it's literally lottery money that you're playing with here. But I'm going to speak about if you don't make money on them, and if there's still opportunities to make money on them, how you can prep to 10x your account. I think that's the big thing, because we got to look at a big red day like this, and we have to use it to our advantage. Now, guys, I know I've been waiting for alt season ultimately, but alt season never came. Okay, doesn't mean like it's still coming. Of course it's coming, but at least we didn't miss it. That's the main thing. You always want to be ahead. That's the big thing, that when it comes at any moment, like I said, we're fishermen, and as long as I keep fishing, I'm gonna catch a fish. As soon as you start to look away, and then all of a sudden the fish comes, you miss it. And by the time you miss it, you end up doing something like PEPE, where the market literally rips and you end up buying way too late. And if you buy late, you get destroyed. You're going to see tons of this. So for me, I'm just glad that we're still fishing, because the alt season can still come at any single moment. I want to remind you again, where is the Bitcoin dominance? Yes, we have altcoins bleeding and all these sort of things at the moment. But where do we have Bitcoin dominance? We have this still sitting right at the top of this wedge. If there was any token, guys, and I want to ask you here, any token that was doing this and it's right at resistance, what are you doing? Taking profits, right? Because worst scenario is this breaks through, it tests, and then it's better to possibly be getting in some more. But we're not confirmed that the dominance is going to keep breaking to the upside. And what you can see on the smaller time frames is you're getting a pullback within Bitcoin. And as soon as you start getting a decent pullback within Bitcoin, the dominance starts to go down. So even though it looks like the altcoins are hurting a lot more, if we lose a critical stage within dominance and a critical stage within Bitcoin, you're probably going to see a big drop within Bitcoin. And the altcoins are going to drop, but think about it. They haven't had the mega pump just yet. So I want to remind you again that we're going to use today as a huge advantage within our portfolio. And I want to speak to you about a crazy strategy that's going to help you so much. It's going to help you ignore the mess right now, and you're only going to be very thankful for any of these big dumps that come, because it's basically reshuffling and reprepping within the portfolio. So the first thing, let's quickly go through where Bitcoin's at, and I want to simplify this very quickly because we've been going through this, and Bitcoin's in the wedge. Still in the wedge. The problem that we had over the weekend is we tried the 30K yet again. We got rejected, lower high, and now we're forming a lower low. Okay, but what we still have is this wedge. We still have this very important wedge, and it's still a bullish wedge. And it's basically indicating for us which box are we going to go tick first. And remember, we have support. The support was the very important 200 weekly. So if we jump over here, the big area that we finally broke through, you know, they like to say it's the bull market indicator, because it is. As long as we've held it, we've always had a really strong push to the upside. And remember, bull markets last 800 days, bear market lasts 400. And the reason is because a bull market only really extends really fast to the upside in the last few weeks. But end of the day, this was the start of the bull run. From here, we only but went into the crazy run. And that's why it's important to understand that from here, we may still have little dip-offs and all these sort of things. But if we stay above these important indicators, you know, the bull run is earlier than when the huge spike comes. This is when lateness, this is when retail come in, where the fish come into the market. The sharks are fishing over here. They're prepping, and the small fish come in here, and then the sharks eat them. They all take their profits within them, and that's what you're seeing with PEPE, with many of these tokens. So you got to remember that the indicator, the very important one, is actually this one over here, which was the monthly. And I'll see if I can bring up the stochastic RSI. Look at this. So guys, technically what this thing is saying, yes, you're getting small pullbacks on the red, but ultimately we always had these little drop off below the oversold for a certain period of time of up to 300, 400 days. And we had it again in the 2018, 2019. And now we had the exact same thing. And this thing's still pointing to the upside and it's still running to the top where this thing comes. So it's still showing that there's still on a very high time frame scale that we have made bullish momentum and we're still holding it as it speaks. So anything that happens within the break of this wedge in either direction, you need to understand that if we hold the high time frame levels, it is still incredibly bullish and it is time to add. Now you might finally get some decent buys on Bitcoin because I still think it's too expensive. And I still think Ethereum might be, it's not bad at 1800. It's not as bad as Bitcoin. But those two might become available if we have the bigger pullback. And the way you want to see that is if we lose this trend line over here and we make another big lower low, which is the 27,000, it's very likely we go test that 200 weekly, which is the 25K. Then you have the top of the wedge, which is the 30,000. If we can break that, get the higher high, see something like this, we basically make our way up and we finally break through this area over here. There's a big gap that takes us up towards the 35, 36,000. Now back to the dominance. If we decide to play this scenario, then dominance, I can't see it breaking the top, but it means it's a really strong push within Bitcoin. But remember, we are still fish. We want to be early. And the way that you early is by being what comes after. So even if the dominance decides to go to the higher areas, all the way up here, amazing. At some point, it's coming here. And that's where we're going to be early. And that's where we want to be at. Only if Bitcoin's in the perfect position, then we can add more. $25,000, I think you can add a little bit of Bitcoin to the portfolio. Anywhere 1,800 to the 1,600, 1,500 on ETH, I think you can add a decent amount of Ethereum to your portfolio for the longer time, you know, the 2-year view and anything like that. Now, guys, I want to jump into the alpha quickly. And I want to explain to you how you can actually 10x your account and prepare for 10xing your account when it comes to this next bull leg. This thing can fall at any single moment. And this dominance can fall all the way back down to 40 even because it's done it. Many times it's been here and it can come at any moment. And that's why I'm sticking to my guns. I am using today's redness to rebalance my portfolio. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me show you this quickly. This is very, very, very powerful. So guys, if you put yourself into many of us, a lot of people come into crypto in 2 ways. You either get scammed or you get, or you buy the top. Yes, so put up your hand. Say, yes, 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 I'm one of them. That's the 2 ways you get in, okay? Now, I want to explain to you how a smart person takes that and understands that. Firstly, you came in late and you made the very, very big mistake of coming in late. Remember, all of us are googly-eyed and we're thinking everything going to the moon then. That's something we can't control. Like it's things that we try control, but the emotions go crazy when that happens. But ultimately, I'm going to use this example over here. AVAX was ripping, right? And you're like, whoa, this thing's going, it's going, it's going. I remember we were even looking at possibly $200 at that time. And you come in and you buy AVAX. Now you bought this bad boy at $120. Okay, $123. You take $1,000 and you bought AVAX at $123. How much coins does that mean? So guys, you always need to know what is my average buy? What is my buying price for this token? This is what you need to focus on. As long as we don't have a alt season, you better be focused on this and get your entries perfect within all the coins in your portfolio. And if you have too many, you will start losing some, and make sure that the ones that you really want, you have fantastic entries, because that's all that matters. All that matters is when you made money with AVAX was getting a badass entry. If you got any entries here, you would have made a killing. Okay. And I'm working hard on so many strategies that when this market turns bullish again, I'm going to make sure that we take as much profits as we can within the journey. But you need to now focus that the market's just come off a bear market. It's in an accumulating phase where we're chopping all the way over here, depression, all these sort of things where you think you suck, you think it's all going to zero, all these sort of things. Guys, we've seen this before. It's done now. You need to understand that this is the point of where you focus on your entries. So if you bought over here, you would now be sitting at an 87% loss. Okay. What does that mean now? And this can be any coin of your portfolio. You want to go market. What is my buying price? If I take $1,000 and I got 8 AVAX, that means my buying price is $123. And you need to go market. Remember what we do. Take this portfolio or whatever your portfolio is. I want you to take the portfolio and I want you to categorize it. Low risk, medium risk, high risk, very high risk, like this, okay? Secondly, above that, what you want to do is you want to go to your list over here, and you want to go categorize them. You want to make the lists. My high risk, my medium risk, my highest risk, my low risk. Then what you want to do above that is you want to then go put your entry zones. How much tokens do I have versus how much I invested? What is my entry price? And you want to mark it on your chart. Okay. Anyone that's been fishing in the last 3 months, you're still buying in the bottom phase, guys. This for me in the future, you're going to make money. As long as you're in good projects, you're going to make cash. But I'm specifically speaking to those two that bought way too high. Okay. So now you're sitting at 87% to the downside. Amazing. Now what you don't understand is that coin is 87% cheaper. Okay. So it means if you had to take 20% of the money that you put in over here and you put it in right now, as things speak, how much you can actually drop your entry price. I need you to get your entries from here. I need you to get them way lower because you need to understand the upside. Okay. Think about it. Now, let's actually go back in here and let's see if I can get the upside target. So this one over here. Let's go to AVAX, okay, on the weekly. Amazing. Now, let's look at the difference over here. If you bought over here, right, what does that mean? It means over time, you need the market to recover. So you need the market where it is right now. You need it to go up 700% to be even. To not even make money, to be break even. Guys, that's going to suck because you're going to watch this token do 700% to the upside and you're only going to be even. Okay, so we get that. We understand that. Amazing. Now let's go back here quick. So if you had to take, for example, your first scenario was I bought $1,000 at $123, giving me 8 AVAX tokens. Now let's go to scenario 1. You take another $200 now. So it's only 20% of what you put in at the top. Okay, now people are going to say, where do I get that money? If you made money on PEPE, if you got too many tokens and 1 or 2 of your tokens did make money, like get money. Like that's the big thing. Even by selling off some reduced amount of tokens, rather have 5 incredibly good entries than 20 very shitty ones. And that's very important to understand. Get rid of your shitty ones and get good entries. If you had to take $200 and you had to buy AVAX right now at around $15, okay, I'm going to speak about levels that we may go slightly cheaper because we do have slight concerns on the total 3. Okay, if you bought that, you would now get 13 AVAX tokens. So for $200, you'll get nearly double the amount of tokens that you got when you had $1,000 at the top. So if you now put in another $200, that means in total you put in $1,200. Now you have 21 coins. If you divide that, now your average price is 57. So by you taking 20% of the money that you bought over here and you buy right now, you bring your entry all the way from this one to this one. Okay, amazing. Let's speak about scenario 2. You put in $400. Okay, and you buy right now as it speaks. That $400 at $15 per AVAX is going to get you 27 AVAX. So if you look at the total, 1,400, 37 AVAX because you're combining your 8 plus your 27. And then all of a sudden you're sitting at around about a $37 to a $40 average. So all of a sudden your entry from here, by putting $400 into the same token now, your entry is all the way here. Scenario 2. Then you got scenario 3. You decide to put in the same amount of money because everyone's in a different boat. Some people do have the money, okay, to be adding. It's all about your entry, guys. All about your entry. Now scenario 3, you're taking $1,000, same amount that you put in. You get 67 AVAX. Plus that, now you're sitting on 75 AVAX. Guess where your entry is? $26. What you've done is yes, you made the mistake of buying higher. Guys, and some people bought here. Some bought here. What I need you to do is I need you to be honest with yourself, jump to the weekly chart and put your damn original entry price. Where's your average? Where are you on this chart? Okay, because we jump back to this one over here. For example, if we do scenario 2, right? Your $37 is your average. Now we go back over here and we go look to the upside. Let's put in our major areas, right? So we've got this one over here. Fantastic. We have this one over here. Great. Then we have this one over here. I'm just taking weekly closes and the horizontals. And then we have these higher ones over here. Guys, be motivated. It's a red day. It's a fantastic day because you can better your damn entries. This is what makes you money at the end of the day. Okay. Now look, if we get that and the scenario was $37, right? Is your average now. Way better, firstly, than waiting for this thing to go all the way there. There we go. Okay. There's my 37. Now, all of a sudden, over the next 2-3 weeks, price starts to make its way up, right? AVAX is still good fundamentally. A lot of these projects are still good. Amazing. Okay. But this is for any project that you buy in the future, anything like that. It's about understanding where you're at. Now, the difference is scenario 1, by you buying the top, you have to wait 700% to be broken even. Okay. Fantastic. By doing scenario number 2 or number 3, by you getting your entry better, by the time that we go from here to here, it's 100%. But by the time we break $37, you're actually in profit. So now all of a sudden in the next year, 2 years, something like that, we decide to make our way back up to these higher areas over here. You now all of a sudden go back to all-time highs, and here's your entry. You've actually made 200 to 300% within your portfolio, which is insane. Now you start to understand. Now, for us, we're seeing that triple the market cap of what we made the last bull market. If Bitcoin goes anywhere near 100, 200, 300,000 within the next 3 to 5 years, I'm looking at a lot of these coins break all-time high. Now, I'm only thinking a 2x from all-time high, not crazy amounts. But if you look at where that is now, you're looking at 500, 800 to 1,000% within the higher caps, big caps, guys. And that's the incredible thing. So are you going to sit here and look at these big dumps and allow your shitty entry to stay your shitty entry for all the hard work to come to be break even? To be literally at the even. It's crazy. Now, I'll show you again. Look at this when it comes to DOT. Same thing with DOT, right? We look over here. There's where I bought the, let's have a look. There we go. I bought the top. Amazing. I took $500. I got 10 DOT. If you had to buy another $300 right now, you get 56 DOT. So if you take literally 60% of the money that you put in over here and you put it over here, you're literally getting 5 times more Polkadot. That all of a sudden takes your entry from $47 all the way down to 11.7. Guys, look at that. What does that mean for the future when the markets go up? I'm going to tell you again, stop asking when are you ready? Because if you have not done this, you're not ready, and be thankful that the market has not taken off just yet. This is about me being honest with you guys. I love you guys to bits, and I'm here and I'm here to help within this market. And alt season, you're going to be grateful that I'm sitting and saying that be ready for alt season, be ready for alt season, be ready for alt season, ahead of it. Not that alt season's already come and now it's like, hey guys, get ready for alt season. I'm working hard here to stick to my guns because I'm adding a lot to my portfolio within today, because I just looked at some of my portfolio and some of my entries are shit. They're terrible. Now, I made money on PEPE. I made a little bit of money on PEPE. Mama Sniper was actually trading it on a part of our account. And we've made a few on other meme coins, which you may still make now, and we'll speak about that. But use those profits and get better entries. If you have 20 shitty entries, sacrifice 10 of them and rather get 10 good entries. Get your entry prices all the way down, so when the market makes up, you actually make money and you don't go to break even, which is making it all completely pointless. But look at this on this high time frame chart now. Do we think that DOT will go higher than this at some point within the next 2 years? Yes. And the fact that when it does, I'm actually in profits. And that's what you need to look at. So you need to go mark every single one of them. Now what you do is you take this whole portfolio that I've given you guys, take this whole portfolio over here, you go categorize your tokens, and you go put the entry price on every single one of them. Because I want to show you this. I don't care what the fundamentals are right now. If you look at a lot of these RSIs, the weeklies are getting to the bottom on these altcoins. And anytime it gets to the bottom is a time for you to restructure your portfolio and to load up and to get better entries. So we are grateful. Yes, I wanted alt season to start, and all of you wanted to start. But then I also sat literally a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, I'm not ready if this bull market starts. Because I remember what it did to me last time. And I don't have enough. And I know it may be that side of me, but it's the truth of it, because I know that there's not much more of this to come. And I remember that time, how late I was and how frustrating it was that I never took more advantage of it throughout those times. Like, I was actually like deep inside that I'm speaking about altcoin season, but I actually wanted to come down. I need more. Like, I need to load more. I need to get better entries. I need to load up more amounts. And now again, we're getting an oversold signal on the weekly, which means another week or two redness, maybe more pullbacks. Because if we go back here and we look at, let's go here. And we go look at, oh yeah, I want to show you another thing. Look how high this RSI is, the normal relative strength index is on the actual Bitcoin dominance. high. It's as high as it's been here previously before. It's higher than these 2 points over here, which, by the way, after these 2 points, we saw a huge drop. There's another one. And then all of a sudden, look at that one. Huge drop. Again, we get into a point. Focus, altcoins, get better entries, big things. But what I want to go through over here is we have 2 options. We have got the total 3, right? And I want to speak about the total 3 for a second. And let's actually just put the very simple trend line for the total 3. Because the total market cap still very much in the bullish trend, anything like that. This is one that I've been slightly concerned about, but also very happy about. So firstly, we may bounce hard within altcoins here, excluding Bitcoin, ETH. Why? Because we're on support. We're on support. Daily RSI is getting to the bottom. Amazing. It may bounce hard. Secondly, we might lose it. Maybe Bitcoin decides to lose that low and go to the 25K, which means you'll have another opportunity of this coming down and testing these lower ranges. Another 10, another 15% more discount. I'm focused on this, guys. The fact that this hasn't broken through just yet means keep prepping, keep building, keep prepping, keep building. I said it again, keep your mindset strong. I'm starting gym again today. I'm eating better. I'm doing cold water swims. I'm keeping motivated because at the moment I blink and I lose focus is when I fall very much behind. I'm here, guys, to motivate and just understand I get where we're feeling with these things, but you need to pay attention and you need to fix all your entries and get ready now because, again, this is the moment over here of that creates when the bull market comes, you have incredible entries when it actually happens. So now we know that reason there as well. So you want to go mark many of these tokens and you can look at a lot of them. You take that whole portfolio and you say, okay, what do I do with this whole portfolio? Firstly, go tick them all out. You see these little green and red ticks? This was where I thought good entries, and a lot of them were. But ultimately, I want you to do the same thing. Do I have a good entry on this coin? Yes. Yes, no, yes. Go look at the percentage. Be like, okay, 60% of my coins have shit entries. Okay, cool. Do I need all those coins? Can I remove literally 30% of them and rather fix the ones that I really want? Because you want a green tick. And what is a green tick? You want to be in the bottom phase, guys. You want to be in the bottom phase of where we are accumulating. If you're in this bottom phase and your entries are anywhere near here, it's a great entry for the future. The next 2 years, it may even happen in the next 6 weeks. You don't know. Look how fast this happened. It can happen at any single moment. Is your entry at the bottom range here? If you have so many entries up here, fix them. Reduce the amount of tokens. Use that because, like I said, the weekly stochastic is another signal for us to be loading up yet again and to fix what is not there just yet. So let's quickly jump in. Have we got it, guys? Have we got it? I know this is a slight recording because I'm going to Miami soon and we're getting used to the stuff. It's literally a few minutes before I'd usually do the live. By the way, let's quickly jump in. We have the, let's jump in. That's the chosen ones. If you have a look below in the description, guys, we have the ByBit competition. We have a Tesla for grabs. We have all these things. Use this to rate yourself. Whatever market, whatever direction the market goes, you want to see if you can trade it. You want to compare yourself and see yourself to the rest of people that are in this market. So if you have a look below, I know there's KYC, guys. So make sure if you want to still be Sniper School, if you want to be in the live sessions, which we do after the call every day or after the show, you need to make sure that your KYC is on account that's using the Sniper School, ByBit Sniper School referral link. So they're going to ask you for KYC. Like mine's already not allowing me to trade today because I need to finish the KYC. So it's making you choose an account. Choose an account that still allows all access for you. Remember, it's all free. School is free. If you want to register below, everything's free. You just have to be using one of our exchange links. Very simple when it comes to that. Okay, let's jump quickly into PEPE. Let's go see what's happening here. So you can see I have a few DJing coins here. But this is literally just to make money. But guys, this is obviously getting hit pretty hard right now. And if you have a look already, if you bought on Friday, you'll be 50% down. Now, I do think there's one more possible high. Just be very careful with any leverage or stuff on this. It is extremely volatile. But put that 1 hour trend in over there. I do think there's an opportunity where this comes through here and we're going to break. Now, on that, you've got 2 areas. You want to take, if we break this trend, you take a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. Remember, guys, this is just to make dollars. This coin means nothing, okay? We have a push, and 618 would be a target. It would definitely be a target because if we get the lower high, we're coming down. We're coming down hard, okay? That's if. Second scenario is we do decide to break through, and end of the day, it will make a trend. And if we break through this, I think SHIB goes down hard Now, I want to explain to you quickly on SHIB. If we have a look over here, it looks like the play is and this is just me, no financial advice. If you look over here, we have this very important trend, and it's basically still indicating that SHIB is sitting at around about the 5 billion market cap, and all those holders are getting annoyed now because of PEPE. Okay, if we're weekly close below this and PEPE decides to go for the highs, I'm seeing that a lot of people are going to get out of SHIB and they're going to get into PEPE. All the meme guys that were holding that thing. So this can be a big play, guys. If we lose this, great short opportunity here possibly. And obviously PEPE on the break of that trend. Just keep moving that stop losses up, guys. Keep moving it up. PEPE is great. And there is a play there possibly. Let's go back to the 4 hours. But it may make the lower high. So either way, guys, just be grateful. If you make 10, 20%, make money, make money. Anyone that bought over here, get the hell out when it gets out. They will reduce a lot to put a stop loss or something like that. This stuff means nothing. So use the money. And if you make money on it, well done. I know this has changed a lot of people's lives too. Go rebalance your portfolios and get your portfolios where they need to be when it comes to that. So summarize of the show. We have Bitcoin dominance at the top. It can reject at any moment. If it goes up, it's a huge Bitcoin pump. Amazing. But it is altcoin time. It is time now to rebalance all your portfolio. 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓 is on support right now. If it bounces, it's going to bounce hard. If we lose it, you're getting another 10% discount. Take all your coins, go put them in the category, low risk, medium risk, high risk, very high risk. Go put your entry price, the amount of money you've put in, versus the amount of tokens that you have, divide it, and you'll get the dollar price. Get all those entries down to the bottom half. If you've got to sell half of your portfolio of shitty entries to do that, then do that because you don't have money to put in. You don't have more cash to put in. If you have more cash, balance it. Amazing. But now it is time to prep. It can happen at any moment. Much love to you all. Join Sniper School. I'll see you all tomorrow. Let's make it happen, guys. Stay positive. Look after your minds. And I'll see you all tomorrow's show. Much love, Banter fam.